Alrighty, guys. Wednesday, April 30th, 2025. Welcome in to another episode of Daily Dingers brought to you by Better and Green. Uh, Filming a little bit later today. Really not in love with this baseball card. Didn't have really any plays jump off the page, so have been digging through the board this morning. Um, Found a few plays that I'm liking, but overall just not in love with today's card. We do have some day games going on. We actually have the Cardinals and Reds currently in play right now. We have the Tigers and Astros starting here in about half an hour, and then a couple games at 3, 4 o'clock Eastern. So good day of day baseball, and then quite a few games tonight. Um, we're going to look at all night games for our picks today, and we're going to start at 6:10 Eastern. Minnesota Twins heading or in Cleveland playing the Guardians for their final game of this three-game series. 1-1 to open up the first two games in this series. Twins took game one, and the Guardians walked it off last night 2-1 with a walk-off home run in the ninth. Sorry, I believe this is actually a four-game series here, so game three of a four-game series. I like the Twins in this game. Before last night's walk-off loss, they had won four straight. Their bats had really been coming around. They put up 11, 5, 5, and 11. Obviously, last night we were only able to get one run. But I do think the Twins are about to go on a run here. I actually put a future on the Twins to win this division at plus 600. I just thought it was too good a value to pass up. I do think it'll come down to the Twins and the Tigers when it's all said and done. But like I said, I think the Twins are they're kind of starting, and I think they're going to continue going on a nice little run here. When you have a 13-win team who's favored on the road against a 16-win team, it automatically catches your attention. Pitching matchup, we have Pablo Lopez on the mound for the Twins, a 2.08 ERA, 1.11 WHIP on the year, 20 strikeouts compared to only 4 walks. So really like the numbers from Lopez. Meanwhile, you have Luis Ortiz on the mound for the Guardians. He has a 5.96 ERA, 1.56 WHIP, and then 31 Ks but 14 walks. So I like the situation here for the Twins. Like I said, I think ultimately the Twins are going to end up being the better team, and the line just seems it seems fair. But on the road as a favorite, it always kind of catches your attention especially when statistically, as of right now, standings wise, they are the worst team. So give me the Twins on the money line, minus 135 as my first play here. For our second play, we are going to look at the 7:40 Eastern start time. The Milwaukee Brewers playing the Chicago White Sox. Milwaukee, a minus 165 road favorite here. And we're looking to take the value on the Chicago White Sox plus 140. I'm going to give out the money line. I'm not a huge fan of plus 1.5, but I think you could play the plus 1.5 if you want that extra run of insurance. But you look at Milwaukee. They've won two straight against the Cardinals and then against this White Sox team last night. But just not too impressed with Milwaukee. Before those two wins, they had lost four in a row, 5 of 6. And I just think you're getting really good value on the Sox. They have their ace on the mound in Shane Smith, who's really been impressive this year. 2.30 ERA, 0.95 WHIP, 22 strikeouts, 9 walks allowed. Meanwhile, you have Tobias Myers on the mound for Milwaukee. Have not seen much of Myers this season, only 4 innings pitched. Looks like it will be a bullpen game for Milwaukee here. So, at home, no one's going to want to bet the Sox. So I think you're always getting a little bit of added value on a team like the White Sox with their ace on the mound. And again, I'm just not super impressed with Milwaukee on the season. So I think the plus 140 is a nice underdog price on the Sox at home to win game 2 of this series. Again, if you want to play it a little bit safer, take the plus 1.5. I think that's a good way to look as well. And then we're going to finish off here with the nightcap game, 8:05 Eastern start time. We're going back to the Athletics versus the Texas Rangers. And we're going to look to lay the Rangers money line. It's a little bit juicy, minus 155, but I think it's fair. In baseball, my juice tolerance in baseball is much higher than really any other sport. I guess NHL would be a little bit closer, but a money line sport where you're just looking for a team to win or lose, I am willing to lay minus 180, 190, even close to minus 200 sometimes, depending on the situation. So I think minus 155 on the Texas Rangers here is a fair price. And really, I just like the situation for Texas. Talked about them a day or two ago. How their bats had just been ice cold, only put up 7 or more runs one time this year. Well, now make it two. Yesterday, 15-2 win against these Athletics to even up the series 1-1. They do play again tomorrow, but excuse me. Third game of the 4 game series here. Uh, I think Texas comes in with a lot of confidence off that explosive offensive performance yesterday, putting up the 15 runs. We mentioned when we talked about this matchup a couple days ago. These guys just played last week in Sacramento, and the A's were able to take 2 out of those 3 games. Then they take game 1 here. I think Texas builds a lot of confidence by getting that dominating victory yesterday. Um, and I think they take game 3 here, and I think, like I said, 155 is a decent price. On the mound, you have Nathan Eovaldi going for Texas. You have Luis Severino on the mound for the A's. I give a slight edge here to Eovaldi. He's really kept his walks down, only 3 walks on the year compared to 38 strikeouts, 2.21 ERA, and a .74 WHIP. So really liking what I'm seeing from Eovaldi. Again, the kind of knock on the Rangers here was their bats, and I think they exploded yesterday, and I expect that to continue here. So yeah, I think it's safe to play the Rangers minus 155 on the money line. So guys, that is going to wrap it. Again, I'm not in love with this card. I might pass completely. If I do have any plays today, I will tweet them out, but just not in love with this card. But just to recap here, my 3 best leans today: Twins money line minus 135, White Sox money line plus 140, and then the Rangers on the money line minus 155. All right, guys, that'll do it for Daily Dingers. If you enjoy this content, please give us a subscription on YouTube, subscribe, comment, let me know your favorite play of today, and throw this video a like. I really appreciate it. Until tomorrow, good luck tonight. Hope you profit on all your plays, and we will see you in the next episode. Thanks, guys.